Hello, welcome to a different type of Keyspoon video, a more personal one. As you can tell from the thumbnail and current image on screen, I'm going to be discussing the things that scared me when I was a lot younger, and some of the things that scare me currently, because, spoiler alert, I'm scared of the dark. It's quite embarrassing. Well, not embarrassing, because it's not my fault, but yeah, it's a rough one. So, we're going to do this in rough chronological order from what I can remember. Starting with Shrek. Now you're probably thinking, how did Shrek scare you, man? That's weird. Shrek's cool. Shrek kids love Shrek. I love Shrek of now. I was maybe 5 or 6, and I was around my friend's house, and we'd heard of this thing called Shrek is Love, Shrek is Life. I was too old to listen to that. I didn't even watch it. I just listened to it, and I was too young, and I was scared for weeks and weeks. So that weren't great. So that's why when I was a lot younger, Shrek did freak me out a bit. Second up, now I couldn't find the exact image I have in my head, so maybe it's a mix-up image. But the witch from the evil witch from Ben and Holly's Little Kingdom, not the fairies, not Nanny Fairy and whatever, the specific witch that try to kill, if I recall, Ben and Holly. That freaked me out when I was young as well. So yeah, these are like second primary school, early half. Then I remember in year maybe 4, maybe 5. Pretty sure it was Oh, it could even been year 3. We did. We played some Scratch one afternoon, and we did Scary Maze. Again, too young to be doing that in retrospect. So yeah, the Exorcist face. I haven't seen the film. Probably will one day, but this face, it freaked me out a bit. But also, I love horrible history. So this is all like early years, like up to 10, maybe 11. So it's all about the same time. I loved horrible histories, right? Two things freaked me out from early horrible history. I used to have them on DVD, season box sets, and I'd watch them on the little telly I had in my room. And it was Stupid Deaths, but specifically season 1. I love Stupid Deaths. I love the actor. It's all great. But the bit where he's in the dark in season 1 with the scythe and the less good makeup, it just really got to me. I don't know what it was. And then also this Georgian makeup thing. It was on the intro of every episode, so that weren't helpful because that was there all the time. But yeah, these two things from horror histories free me. And I'm getting a little bit older now. Oh no, sorry, there's one more from there. I had um little figures of Doctor Who characters. I'll try and get a picture of the ones I had on the screen, but specifically the Clockwork Robot. I didn't like that. That's and with that, that's probably the end of primary school. I'm getting to secondary school, so I'm like 13ish. And I remember I watched a documentary with my dad. Again, these aren't overtly freaky things. Well, this one's a little bit really freaky, but it's just at the age I took them into me. Probably not right, except the horror stuff. Horror stuff is fucking terrifying. Still fucking puts the shivers up my spine. But we watched a documentary about about Charles Manson, and the thing that really stuck with me was he talked about how they would just break into houses at the start before they went killing, and just stand in people's houses. So that's not great. Someone who doesn't like the dark and lives on the second floor of a house. I'm thinking, oh shit, Manson could be downstairs. That was not good. So not specifically Manson. And again with these, a lot of them it's just this image stuck in my head. Like, if I met Stupid Deaths or the Georgian, it'd probably be fine. It's just these specific images. Next up, again, probably way too young. I watched the Netflix Ted Bundy thing. Ted Bundy, specifically, I can't find the picture, but there's one of him like smiling, he's got longer hair, that I don't know. And him when he's older and got a beard and he's like in prison doing interviews. That or but then another one, which scared me even more. I remember once I was walking home in the dark, and I don't enjoy that, obviously. And in my head, this image kept popping up, and I fucking remember it so vividly. I just screamed "fuck off" because I went into fight and flight, and clearly that's my response. But this probably isn't that scary. This is just a sad one of Bundy's victims. But this one it's a bit like my mum, which is it's just unpleasant. It's like the uncanny valley thing from Bundy. I'm I like a bit of true crime. Realizing it probably changed the trajectory of my sleeping forever. I then watched probably some videos about John Wayne Gacy. I haven't watched the Netflix. There's already been that bald lad who does all the talking, biography type thing of John Wayne Gacy, but specifically him in Clown or Regalia. I'm not scared of clowns. My sister is, but I'm not. So it's not like it's a clown thing. But yeah. And then I watched Inside the Criminal Minds, and I watched it once, and I couldn't watch it again because there was too much going on in that show, that little docu series. Not the Criminal Minds, Inside the Criminal Minds, specifically the kidnapping episode where this guy comes up. That was unpleasant. And then I didn't really do any more true crime for a couple years, and then I got into Windigoon and the serial killer iceberg. Most of it fine. Same with the conspiracy theory iceberg. Most of it all fine. Except for this one guy, the guy with a mustache. I can't be asked to look at his name, he's a cunt. But him, he's in my head when I'm walking home, which ain't pleasant. And then, a little bit later, I watched Parallel Pipes. And this video, this guy, I remember he uses it as a little jump scare at the end of one of them. And I watched it late at night, and I vowed to never watch anything even scary adjacent the second the sun goes down because it fucked me up. I literally nearly fell out my fucking chair. I don't know what it is. It's probably the fact it's poor colouring, the fact it's to do laughing, just and then since then, there's only been a couple since I've been at uni. And I watched the film Creep. That was a bad decision to do. And yeah, just him regularly and in the wolf mask. Do not like them. And that's pretty much everything. Everything major. So sometimes I'll have watched a scary film, and even then, not really, because Saw doesn't bother me. Friday the 13th doesn't. Halloween didn't. I don't think I've watched many more. I've watched all the Saw films. Like, I enjoy the horror genre. I liked. I really liked Freaky. I was impartial to the babysitter. I thought it was trying too hard to relate to the youths, but I'm a horror. I like horror, so it's not like I'm just scared you pants. These are specific things. But yeah, thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. I have been Keith Spoon.